It was a trip. I'll remember that one for the rest of my life.
Jeff had a really tough day today. He did the best work he could do, but it was shaky and a little scratchy. And you know the tattoo didn't come out very good. And he's really pissed off.
Kidding me?
Next up, Christopher and Jeff pick a fight.
I just don't think it's very fair.
If you're gonna be like that, then don't come to a tattoo shop.
Your complaints would not even register. It'd be like, suck it up or leave.
Yesterday, the students tattooed for 10 hours.
Oh, I feel so tired.
You ready to roll?
And Jeff had the client from hell.
Ready?
Yeah.
Everybody thought it was funny, haha, but I think you kind of screwed me a little bit.
Good
Morning.
Uh-oh. I see first sad face. You're mad.
Mad.
Why are you mad?
That whole tattoo in the morning with Lloyd kind of pissed me off. It was,
Why? Because he wouldn't sit still.
if you're gonna be like that, then don't come to a tattoo shop, you know what I mean? I don't care about you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want you to look good, but, like, I want to learn how to do this. It's not like I could be like, all right, you get out of the shop then. You know what I mean? This isn't my place.
But what would happen if
I don't
he
know.
was in your place, not at school, though? What would you do with him?
Would have just been like, dude, if you're not gonna sit still, then I'm just gonna, you know, you're gonna have a tattoo, and, you know, don't come blaming me when you're all messed up.
He's gonna be out there, he's gonna have squiggly lines over him, and he's gonna blame you
Right.
for that tattoo.
He was distracting everybody. Like, we over here laughing. It was funny, but it was throwing off a lot of people. It was throwing off the whole room because he was loud.
Everybody you guys are working on so far, they just sit there. They sit there like they're dead. They fall asleep. That is not reality.
I know that there's people like that out there. Your fourth day in class, I just don't think it's very fair.
If you were to go and trying to get into the tattoo industry anywhere else but here, your complaints would not even register with
Yeah,
anyone.
it
It'd be
wouldn't even
like,
be heard.
suck it up or leave.
If we gave you nothing but kind of just stable, dead
You'd
bodies,
never learn anything.
that's not reality. And when
No.
you leave here, you're not going to be prepared for the Lloyds. There are Lloyds out there. My job as teacher is to get these students back on board when they're kind of losing it. We've known Jeff for a little while, and his attitude, kind of whiny, complaining, really surprised me.
I said what I had to say. I got a lot of it out. You know, it's still in the back of my head. You know, if he comes back in, I'm sure all those feelings are gonna come rushing back up.
You want a bigger space between them?
Like, you can put it right here, Josephine.
And then another word, yeah. Yep, we could do that.
The staff and I have to be very careful what the students get today because they have lettering. It's very intimidating. You cannot deviate from the line. If you do, the word doesn't read right.
Okay, you don't have a preference, but you want it lower. Yes, no? I have a misspelled tattoo. I designed the tattoo, wrote it out for the Italian artist who did it, but he happened to use the same stencil on me and my little sister, so we both have a slight misspelling in our Always Together Sisters Forever tattoo. And together is spelled Togheter. We didn't notice it when we were getting the tattoos. We didn't look closely enough. So I have anxiety about lettering tattoos all the time now.
I think Alyssa's going to nail this lettering. And then if Alan hears a lot of complimenting or a lot of oohs and ahs going on, I think that's going to get him a little anxious to make sure he does just as good a job.
I hope I get it right. Yeah, I'll get it right. Don't worry about it.
If there's a tattoo off, it all depends on a piece whether or not I would feel confident to win. I'm definitely going to try to win because this is my thing. This is what I do.
You're doing a great job there. Alan, what about you?
I want to see what it would be like with some bigger letters because I think I could try to. But these tight letters are really like,
Making you sweat a little.
Yeah.
Yep. A lot can go wrong, especially for the people who have come and gotten these many lines of verse. The little spaces in between can really get jacked so easily. Oh, I think you spelled something wrong.
Oh no. I'm not even messing with you. Get out of here.
Al, you're hurting me.
Uh-oh. Got another screamer here.
Check out your shading and let me know if you want a little bit more. None of that. No more of that.
Very, very nice job. It looks very nice. Thank you. Better day for him today.
Most classically trained artists who come here don't always make the transfer into tattooing. But Alan's really showing me he's an exception to the rule.
Alan, do you think you could do a piece like Alyssa? She's killing it over there.
Whoa, that's crazy. You know what, though?
Are you up for something like that?
Maybe the piece. I don't know, the stomach might freak me out, though, man.
I loved the lettering. I thought it was really expressive, and it was probably one of the easier things that you could do. This is where I belong in the tattoo world.
Alyssa's work is really spot on. Her lines are super tight and crisp. That was not an easy piece, and it really was perfect. That's nice. I have to say. Alan had a great piece of all little teeny tiny letters. He did it perfectly, so he's constantly pushing himself.
So it's really going to go down to the wire. It's still anyone's guess who's going to rise to the top and who's going to go off the rails. Tomorrow, it's the final challenge.
Nothing there.
Oh.
No, it's just tugging.
It's their last chance to impress.
He's like a petulant little boy. One more wipe, and that stencil is gone. Makes you want to smack him.
All eyes are on the students for their final tattoo challenge.
Everything they've learned so far is going to go into this piece and showcase what they can do. Alan.
Gotcha.
Graduation piece time.
Yes.
Have we begun thinking about it?
I have an idea on something that I want to do. Maybe like an Indian chief or something like that, but then you have like this landscape behind it, like the whole plains and stuff.
The most ambitious piece by far is Alan's. Alan wants to do a portrait. Portraiture is typically for artists who have been doing this years, and some never tackle it. I had a little talk with him about it, and kind of in un-Alan-like behavior, he said, you know, screw it, I'm going for it. Where are we at?
It's good. Michael actually spent some time to measure his foot properly.
Christopher's graduation piece has a different set of challenges. It's going to be on his husband, and it's going to be on her foot. That's a difficult spot.
But I like how she has an army helmet on.
I'm not worried about Alyssa. Everything she's done so far has been really good. Her graduation piece really speaks to who she is. The person I do worry about is Jeff.
It's the vein structure of someone's forearm. So it wouldn't be black. I would do it in like bright red and like dark red outlines and stuff like that.
You would want to do this hand on a body part or the hand on the hand,
Back of the hand.
but it's not a good tattoo. All right, well, let's think about it. You keep thinking, I'll think at my end.
Jeff has some crazy ideas that don't make any sense. It's a really huge case of bad judgment.
Do you think he has the skill set, though, to make veins look like veins and not just a bunch of red squiggly lines?
I don't know if he's there yet.
I think it's a little too soon to try and make it look realistic.
I can see right now what that looks like. I don't like the look of it.
Right.
I'm gonna go tell him it's a no.
All right.
And that he's gotta get something else. Okay, Jeff. No to that hand.
Okay.
I'm just not feeling good about it.
That's fine. It just sucks, because I mean, you know, like I come up with ideas and then it's kind of just like, no, no, no.
But what if you did that on someone's hand and you didn't look like veins to them?
I'll turn it into a tree or something with, you know, twigs and branches and That's what I'm saying.
Oh, God.
Jeff and Alan, they're really scaring me with what they want to do for the graduation piece. I just hope they realize what a risk they're both taking. We'll find out tomorrow if they can pull it off.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who's pumped to do their final piece?
I am.
You are?
Yep.
Okay. Christopher, you excited?
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, well, why don't you all get set up?
I'm trying to suspend the whole idea that this is my husband.
Hi, Michael.
Good to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
I'm actually having to tell myself this is a paying client.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm excited for it.
This is a well-paying client that wants many, many tattoos.
But you know it's gonna hurt a little bit. You okay with that?
Pain is temporary, so
That's a good attitude. We like
gonna
that.
last a lot longer than the pain. So
Christopher's gonna just get set up and we'll get everybody going.
thank you.
Good.
Okay, here we go. Who's got the Native American piece? I do. All right.
If Alan succeeds, it'll be an outstanding piece. However, there's a big crash and burn factor to that piece. If it doesn't work out, it will be a disaster.
It doesn't look that bad. The only thing I'm thinking about is like, man, look at those beads. Man.
Believe me, the beads are the easiest part of that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Since yesterday, Jeff has changed his mind. I got a phone call last night. Hey, Lisa, I have a great idea. Completely changed gears.
Oh, that's gonna hurt so bad.
Oh my God.
Now Jeff is doing his huge piece on his friend's side. All throughout school, I always say we don't do the sides. I mean, everyone's heard me say it 100 times. We don't do the sides here. It is just too hard. He really is kind of thumbing his nose at me.
I've already drawn this piece up, so I know I can do it. This guy's a little bigger than I thought he was gonna be.
Wait till he lays down and he stretches.
Why won't this move?
It snags easy on that skin. It's so elastic there. So back the needle up a little bit.
No, it's just tugging on him. It's not even doing anything. The needle's not gliding smoothly. Nothing there. That's as tight as it's going.
You're gonna have to stretch more than you have so far for that area. I just feel like no matter what I say, Jeff is determined to implode himself. Like a car crash.
Like a car crash. I don't want to, but I can't help but go over and just look.
Alyssa's doing great. Her lines are clean. The pressure just never gets to her.
The pain is nothing to complain about.
Christopher's partner's doing pretty good too. I think in the end, it's gonna come out really nice.
Alan seems to be on track, but the hardest parts are yet to come.
Okay.
The earth I'm gonna lose.
All right, so you're not worried about that.
Not yet.
Take my advice.
Yeah. To do what?
I know more about this than
I know.
you do. Do the earth.
With the black?
You can
though,
go over
that's-
that later. No, do it in the color you want while you have it. One more wipe, the earth is gone. This is where I start losing my temper. He's like a petulant little boy. Now, one more wipe, and his whole little section of that stencil is gone. Makes me want to smack him.
Next up, will Alan's risk pay off?
The whole piece can get screwed up really easily. One little slash of dark in the eye closes the eye right up.
And Jeff has a huge decision to make.
You can continue working on this, or you can pick it up on another day.
We're 5 hours into the final test, and Jeff's graduation tattoo is going from bad to worse.
This is where I start losing my temper. He's like a petulant little boy. Now, one more wipe, and his whole little section of that stencil is gone.
And it's make or break time for Alan. There's a big crash and burn factor to that piece. If it doesn't work out, it will be a disaster.
All right, let's see how Chief Joseph is doing. Yeah,
So
so,
this also
up in
doesn't
that
look-
point, so it's not a pyramid. Stay focused, don't lose it. If you feel like you're getting tired and you're not paying attention, you know, get up, walk around,
Stretch.
take a break. Alan isn't out of his danger zone until the tattoo is completed. The whole piece can get screwed up really easily. One little slash of dark in the eye closes the eye right up. Chief Joseph would not look like Chief Joseph. It would look like your crazy aunt.
I got you.
Really came together.
Oh my God. Wow, that really, really came together at the end. Alyssa came here with 2-month-old twins. I really didn't imagine she'd survived one day in this class, but she's proved us wrong. She's definitely been the toughest one of the bunch.
It's kind of like reignited a little spark in my soul, I guess. I feel really good.
I'm just like a minute or two.
So, are we done?
I love it.
It's kind of awesome.
It's one of a kind.
Gorgeous.
I'm just gonna be staring at it all the time.
Christopher will never survive in the typical tattoo world. He's definitely going to have to go it alone. This way he can draw his own clientele with like-minded people.
I'm quitting my job tomorrow. Really can't imagine doing anything else with my life.
Okay, Jeff, you have a bit to go here, right? You still have to do all the shading in here. You have a choice. You can continue working on this, or you can pick it up on another day.
I'll just be done with it for now.
Okay, so then
Another day.
you will do the shading on him, though?
Yes.
and-
Eventually, I will not let him walk around with a bad tattoo.
I know where he lives. So.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be really hard for Jeff to work in anybody's shop because it's a tough attitude to work with. And I really doubt anyone's going to be able to handle that with him as an employee.
They tried to warn me. They gave me all the pokins, and I didn't really listen to them. But story of my life.
All right, what do we got here?
Just need to teach us final inspection.
Alan, what
What's
the
up?
hell?
What's up? Like, what's
You've been
up?
holding out on us, Alan.
That is amazing. And you know what? I like what you did over there. So it's actually better than the picture. Alan is way, way on top. He's miles ahead of everybody. If Alan can do this after a couple weeks, there is absolutely no limit to what he'll be able to do in his future.
I got my A+, man. I got my A+. I feel good about it, too.
When we first met Alan, I really wasn't sure where he was coming from, but through this class, he's taken it very seriously, and he's shown amazing, amazing talent. I really hope Alan stays in this field, because he's probably the best student I ever had.
I didn't have the confidence to think that I could really do it. And this course has given me that confidence to know that I can do this.
Even though the tattoo world hates me, I know I'm doing the right thing when I see the students graduate. They leave with a new skill and a chance to change their life.
Alan is a practicing artist, but that doesn't guarantee his success as a tattoo artist. I've seen a lot of trained artists come here, and they just can't transfer it.
Jeff was so pissed off about what happened yesterday. He and I talked about it. The more I started getting angry for him, I started to doubt the sincerity of the whole learning experience.
Christopher, your turn.
Why are you angry?
It doesn't make any difference. If I say something, you're just gonna say to not have it, so I might as well just not even.
Well, let's hear it.
No.
It's good
because
to tell it out, Chris. Come on.
Does it feel competitive?
I feel that there's a contrived competitiveness that is kind of hindering the individual artist's progression.
It's a very competitive industry. Nobody's gonna give you sympathy and nobody's gonna, stop trying to be better than you.
I don't think you have to do a lot more in here. I know you're really going for the exact letters from there, but if we start really putting too much black in there, in time, it's not going to take long. Some of that black is going to blob together, and you got a whole bunch of nice little spaces that need to stay clear.
I'll tell you what I would like to do. I'd like to close that O,
All right.
and I'd like to straighten that L. It looks good, though.
It does look good. When Jeff and I get home, that's when we kind of tell each other how we saw it, how we saw the day.
Yeah, we call this our business meeting out here because me and Lisa talk about what we're going to do and why.
I get to hear where he's coming from. You can hear what I think. Life here is so different than at the tattoo school. So it's really critical to kind of refresh.
This is the only time we actually really talk is out in the barn. Jeff a big wuss or what?
Well, I wasn't that surprised with Christopher, but yes, I agree. Jeff is the one who I did not see that coming. He thought that we were making fun of him by giving him Lloyd, when we weren't. It was just, that's the way this is.
Should have gave him to Alan. He's the only one that don't whine.
Except for the girls.
They got bigger gonads than the men.
I know they get depressed sometimes and exhausted, but I didn't expect to see a little anger cooking there, especially with two of them. Thinking about it, I still am not really sure why Christopher was so pissed off. For me, this is devastating because our school has been looking great, but tomorrow could be a disaster and make us look really bad. If these two guys can't pull this off, we're not looking like we can deliver what we say. Anything could happen tomorrow. I think the girls will be fine.
Because that's the kind of stuff I like, and that's the kind of stuff I want to do.
Christopher will work it out one way or another.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
It's the two other guys, Alan and Jeff. They're really scaring me with what they want to do for the graduation piece.
Yeah, what's your final?
You got no idea.
I'm thinking Indian Chief with, I just want to do something that has a background. You know?
And Jeff, I've already told what I think of his, and he really is kind of thumbing his nose at it.
I know it's gonna fade, I know it's gonna fall off, but it'll look awesome when it's first done.
Lisa says yes in the morning, and then she kind of peters out at the end of the day and kind of says, no, I don't want to do that.
All right, Alyssa, how about you? How you feeling? How was your night?
Oh, good night. I'm a little nervous today. I just like something we got to pick and not like, oh, here, do this. And you're like, okay, cool, I'll do it. But it's like, I don't know, a little bit of pressure. I'm a little nervous about this one more than all the other ones just because, I don't know, it's different. I'm just anxious to start doing it.
All right. Alan, how about you? How was your night?
Not bad, not bad. Stayed up late still trying to figure out exactly what images to do with the rest of my classmates, and we did some late night drawing. It was fun. Kind of remind me of art school. I'm excited though. I'm excited because I don't know how I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna find out how well I can do. But I feel this is my comfort zone, doing shading, All I think my best pieces to date since I've been here at the class have been like shaded pieces. So I'm ready to give it a shot. So I'm kind of excited. If I don't get caught up with trying to make it look exactly like a photograph or exactly like the image and just trust what I know about like the anatomy of the face and all of that, then I should be good. But I got a lot of shading ahead of me, a lot of delicate shading. So, but I feel good. About it.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
Go, Alan.